her life was going in the wrong direction, fast.
You were out there on the streets doing drugs when you became a drug addict.
Correct.
She was about to hit bottom.
She was told that if she didn't change her ways, her children would be taken away from her.
And that's when I knew that I had to turn my life around.
So now she's been clean and sober for 5 years.
Then,
Sadie started Sadie Holmes Help Services,
A nonprofit organization who help the same kind of people that you used to be.
just as everything was coming together,
An air conditioner had caught fire and basically burned the house. And everything they had destroyed.
Hi, ABC. We're the Holmes family. Hi, Extreme Makeovers. My name is Sadie Holmes. I'm the founder of a nonprofit food and clothing bank in Altamont Springs.
Hey guys, this really is a story about new beginnings and second chances.
Before I started this organization, I was a drug addict. 15 years I used cocaine, shot cocaine, used heroin, I smoked crack, I did alcohol, I did all the wrong things.
And she was in and out of trouble with the law. But in 1995, a judge gave Sadie kind of an ultimatum. He said if you can get yourself clean and sober, you give her one last chance. But if she couldn't, well, she'd end up in jail and her kids would be taken away from her and put in protective services.
And that's when I knew this is my last chance. I had to turn my life around.
Sadie packed her bags and left town and all the bad influences behind. Then she came back 9 months later, a completely different person, clean and sober, and trying to get her life back together.
Being a single mom, everybody knew I needed things. So people would always give me things, and what I couldn't use, I would put it out in the front yard and put a sign on that says free.
Soon, the donations were more than Sadie needed, so she started passing them out to others. And before you know it, well, Sadie kind of found her calling.
My passion is to love and feed and help people.
So Sadie started Sadie Holmes Help Services, which was the first nonprofit organization in East Altamont Springs. And basically, if you needed a warm meal and some free clothing, that's where you went.
I think over the last 2 to 3 years, we probably have about 5,000 families per year.
So the organization grew, and the donations just started pouring in. Then, about 6 months ago, an AC unit in the house caught fire, and the fire spread. The next thing you know, the house is completely gutted, and everything they had destroyed.
Over here's the living room. The roof is burned pretty badly.
You can see the wires are burned, and it's kind of dangerous inside there.
So right now, the house is unlivable. So Sadie and the kids have actually moved in nearby with a relative, and they're using their old house as a storage facility for some of the donations that keep coming in.
Extreme Makeover, we would love for you to help us. We're in great need. We have a community dependent on us.
My vision is to see my mom's building rebuilt so we can keep helping the needy families.
We're gonna give these guys a proper house and also a place to run Sadie's charity. It's a big job, but I think it's the least we can do. So what do you say? Can we do this? Get your hands in there, people. Let's make it happen. Let's do it! Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, this is the house that they're actually staying in, but... So we actually door knocked your relative's house where Sadie had moved herself and the kids into because they lost their house in the fire. Okay, shh. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go. Good morning, Holmes family! Sadie, Jacob, Jonathan, Emmanuel, Ephesian, and Jeremiah, come on in! Wow. I'd never seen a reaction like I saw from Sadie. It's been a pretty tough road, huh?
Yes.
Well, we're kind of here to help you get back on track again, because I know you've lost a lot.
So many lives is going to be changed from this. And this is to let the people know, they watch me struggle through my drug usage. They watch me struggle the 6 years of trying to get this organization up and running. And now for them to see that although you struggle all these years, if you just hold on, that things will someday make a difference.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad we're here to help. Okay, you guys want to find out what's going to happen this week?
Yes.
You guys ever been to Disney World?
No.
Well, guess what? You're not going there. We're going to send you to the other side of the country, to a state called California.
California?
Oh, yeah. Well, they got a place there called Disneyland.
Okay.
That's right. guys are having fun, we're gonna be building you guys a house. So here's what needs to happen. You guys need to show me where you've been living. We'll get you packed and we'll go check out your old house that burned down. And you guys are off to vacation. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Home family, show me the house.
All right.
Show me where you've been living. Wow. What is all this stuff? What's going on here? We went inside the house where they were staying, and it was a relative's house, and all I saw was just boxes stacked to the ceiling.
These are the boxes that we store the clothing in that we've been bringing here because the building burned. So since the fire, we've been running the ministry out of the house here, the home.
After the house burned, Sadie and her 5 kids, they needed to relocate. They had to go somewhere.
So they had to move in with a relative, but all these donations kept coming in. So all this stuff in this boxes, this isn't you guys' stuff. It's actually stuff you're gonna give to people who need it, like clothes
Yes.
and food and all that.
Correct.
Wow. And you guys help out with that, picking the stuff up?
Yes.
Every individual in this family, they all are bonded together in helping others.
So not only are you guys using this house that you're staying in as a storage facility for all this stuff for the needy, but you guys are also living here, you're also having your meals here and trying to be a family here as well?
Yes.
How's that working out?
It's tough, but we know that we must continue because people depend on us, people need us.
What's really shocking is the fact that this family doesn't have anything. I mean, they barely, they don't have a roof of their own anymore. They're living at a relative's, yet they wake up every day and go out and try and help people that have it worse off than they do. What keeps you doing what you do?
The love for people. Just knowing that I can make a difference. It's to give back to the community. It's to be an example for people, to let them know no matter what obstacles you go through, if I did it, they can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how many people are you helping from right here?
Since the fire, probably about 100 to 150.
What about before the fire?
Before the fire, a couple of thousands.
Wow. What's happening with those other thousands of people that you're not able to help right now?
That's the sad part, I don't know.
So you've had a major setback because of the fire.
Yes.
It's been a tough road for her and the 5 kids. All they want is to be back in their own house again and being able to run the help services that they do best.
All right, let's get you guys packed and on vacation.
So after seeing where they were living, knowing it was temporary, we climbed back on the bus with Sadie and the 5 kids, and we drive back to where Sadie's old house was.
This is Sadie Holmes Help Service.
Oh, wow, Sadie.
About a year ago, Sadie had a fire in the house. The house burnt down. Pretty much left it nothing but a shell.
And everything in there got destroyed, huh?
Everything got destroyed.
Okay, well, let's go inside and check it out.
All
So,
right.
home family, show me where you used to live. Design team, take a look around. Let's get a plan. Oh, wow. Man, when you walked inside and you saw what used to be their house, like, it was so depressing because the walls are charred, there's soot everywhere. Man, everything's just black and charred.
The walls were still up, but the ceilings and all of the roof was burnt down.
You can see how hot it was in here.
The windows were busted out. There's so much smoke damage.
Wow.
It was always tight and little in here, but we was home,
So you guys were living here as a family in this home.
Yes.
And it turned into a nonprofit organization.
So it was half home, half help center.
It was an office in here, huh?
Yes.
And you had file cabinets along
We
here?
had file cabinets in here. We had chairs along the walls where people could sit in and wait.
So basically, helping out all those people has been shut down because of this fire.
Correct. The fire was on in 20 minutes. And everything that we struggled to do just wiped everything away.
But you're not giving up, are you?
No, sir.
I can tell that about you. All right, well, let's keep looking around.
All right.
Sadie is one strong human being who has experienced some really tough things in life.
I grew up in this neighborhood, wound up dropping out of school in 11th grade, and I just got hung up with the wrong crowd when I dropped out of school. So I was hanging on the streets.
So you were out there on the streets doing drugs when you became a drug addict.
Correct. Addiction is like cancer, it's like diabetes, it's an illness. It's something that you have no control over. It can kill you. It hurts so much to be in the situation you're in and not know how to get out of it.
I mean, how bad did it get?
Oh, it got bad being homeless. I lost custody of my 3 boys, family disowning me. I would actually jump in the bushes if I seen my mama come. I would actually dive into the bushes just to keep from seeing her.
Why is that? I mean,
Because I knew she was gonna make me feel worse than I already was feeling.
Yeah. And this went on for some time?
Went on for 15 years.
So you were on the street, you were using drugs.
Mm-hmm.
The police had taken your kids from you once.
Several times.
Several times.
Give them back and I relapsed.
So what happened to make you stop using drugs?
When I was pregnant with Ephesian, I was 3 months pregnant, and the judge wanted to court order me to treatment.
She was in a courtroom where a judge said, you've got basically one option. You can get clean and sober, or we're gonna take your children away. Well, that reality hit.
I went home and I just cried out to God, and I just told him I was tired and that I didn't want to live that way. And I asked him to give me strength to not use.
So you decided then and there that you're gonna quit drugs, turn your life around, and raise a family.
Yes.
She knows how close she came to losing everything that was important to her, which in this life was her family.
I can only imagine how tough that is. Growing up in these streets, everyone knows you as the girl on the street that's usually high.
Yeah, they doubted me.
Not only did she do it, she reaches out to others to help them change their life.
Well, now you run a nonprofit organization who help the same kind of people that you used to be, who don't have a home, don't have clothes, don't have food.
Right.
And do you do it because you got a second chance?
Exactly. Everybody deserves a second chance.
By that one decision to choose to change and to clean her life, that one decision has now affected just hundreds.
I'm glad we're here.
Glad you are too.
Here, give me a hug, please.
Thank you.